Hello, my friends. This is Natasha, founder of On Purpose Projects, bringing you another tip about how to create a high performance business website. Following along on the vein of project management, I want to speak to something that comes up a lot when you're working on complicated projects where you have maybe multiple people involved, multiple documents, lots of ideas. And let's just say that there's the web team, but multiple people sharing ideas, lots of maybe conflicting information. Oh, updating this and email here and a file share here, and maybe, a WhatsApp message here. And I just want to communicate to you, the client, that you will maximize the financial efficiency of your project by making it easy for your web people to know what you want. One thing we see that sort of happens by accident is a lot of times, we work with clients who aren't that organized, and that's okay. They're not that organized. And so their brain works in sort of a scattered way. And so they have ideas everywhere. And so the ideas from everywhere get shared with everybody. And then confusion begins. And so, in an effort to want to do our job, and a lot of times we'll assume what you're telling us and we'll start going with it and we'll keep going. And maybe if you haven't checked the work, we'll assume we haven't heard anything from you, everything's okay. But then when you check it, you realize that we're way off base. But based on the interpretation of what was sent, it could have been easy to see how we got there, how that was interpreted. Maybe there was a revised document that was instead of this one, but that one was actually instead of this one. And as I say all the time, where website projects bleed money is on revisions. So as the client, it is your responsibility to make sure that everything is clear and organized if you want it to be financially efficient, right? So in order to get your best dollar's worth and prevent scope creep, anytime you think about sending something to your web team, think about, is this somehow conflicting with what's already been sent? Is this redundant? Is this actually the right document? Sometimes we get documents sent and it's actually the wrong one, so we use the wrong information. Is this the most updated information? Is this the login? And check it, because every time you send something that's confusing or conflicting or out of date, it's going to cause a delay. Because let's say we start working in that direction, but it's wrong. Now we have to undo it and go in the other direction. And that's very easy to happen when there's multiple pieces of paper. And like I said, messages and emails and Gmail and Google Drive shares and Dropbox documents, and then the web designer and the marketing manager comes in, and then the branding coordinator comes in, and there's all these different things. So going back to what I always talk about, one cook in the kitchen, one point of contact, but making sure that that information that filters through that point of contact is in alignment with what everything else has been sent. Like I said, it's been tested. All the login information works and it is the correct for the right thing. All the text does not conflict. Just making it easy and clear, because the more you have to make your team guess, you're just exponentially increasing your margin for error. So if you're not sure, and I like to say this, and I don't mean this with any sort of disrespect, but if you are the type of person and you're not organized, you're kind of a scatterbrain, and that's totally okay. I have a daughter who's just like that. Like, you can't track her anywhere. It's just crazy. But if you're like that and you're not clear and linear and you're an idea person and a vision person, that is beautiful and the world needs that. But in working with your web people, put someone who is that structure, organizer, planner, process person in touch with your web person. It will save so much headache, so much undoing, so much time, and so much money. Simplicity with documents, clarity of communication. Make sure your planning person is the one running point on the job. You can share ideas to her or him. Like, we love your ideas, but make sure that everything coming through is correct, clear, precise, up to date, and it's just going to go smooth and just saves that lag where, wait a second, that was the wrong information, or wait a second, I sent you new images. We didn't get those images. Keeping it clear, keeping it precise, keeping it on point. I'll talk to you tomorrow.